didn't really feel like I wanted to do a huge hour-long workout today, going for a run or riding the bike or whatever. So what I'm gonna do instead is run you through 2 rounds of 3 sets of 3 different moves that are all core. My name is Meike Babel. I'm a former top 30 WTA pro, and these are all things that I used to do. So again, we're doing 3 moves, for 30 seconds, 3 times through, then a 1-minute break, and then we'll get into another round. So let's get going here with a little warm-up. And I have my racket because yes, I do want to feel like a tennis coach, so let's just get warmed up a little bit, just forehands and backhands. And as you can see, I'm doing that here in front of my garage. So I'm thinking most of my neighbors already know that I'm a tennis coach, but if they haven't gotten the memo, they will sure as heck have gotten it after we're done, because I'm seeing somebody walking by right now. All right, so let's do a few butt kicks. So even before you're just doing core workout stuff, I would always recommend to get your body temperature up a little bit. All right, and just kind of, if you've been sitting around like me all day, it just helps you get into the mood a little bit more. Okay, so let's do a few shuffles here. Again, just moving, loosening up. Just little tiny shuffles more from your ankles. All right, then just really playfully, a couple of volleys. All right, back in volleys. So the whole workout is not going to be longer than 20 minutes, but I know that I will feel that tomorrow morning. All right, last little bit here. Just some twists, ski twists. All right, I'm going to put my racket away. And we are going to start with 30 seconds of bicycle crunches. So I'm going to interlace my fingers here behind my neck, and I'm just going to ride my bike here laying down. 30 seconds of this. Then we're going to do, and I'm going to do it this way, high planks to low planks. So I'm starting in my plank position, high plank, wrists are under my shoulder, and then I'm lowering myself down. And then up again, down and up. So the third move is we're getting back into plank position or tabletop, and you lift your opposite arm, opposite leg. So right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, so on and so forth. So we got 3 moves, 30 seconds each. We're doing 3 rounds. All right. Bicycle crunches. Just trying to make sure that my lower back is not arched. So I'm trying to press the small of my back into the ground. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and then switch. And I'm going to do it sideways now. So you'll see it from the side. Start with low plank. I'm trying to stay as compact and straight as possible. What I don't want to do is this, and I don't want to get my high knee up either. So just going low, up, and lowering down again. 7 seconds. And then we go right into your tabletop, and then just hold it. Balance on your knee and your hand. When you feel that you have your balance, you switch. 8 seconds. Same thing again. I'm trying to balance, and I'm trying to stay in one line. And that is our first 30 seconds break. So the next round, I'm just gonna do facing you. So you'll see it from a different perspective. All right, we're getting ready. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. I did hate most of these exercises when I was a kid. And only later then, of course, when I played on tour, did I realize how important they are. A couple more seconds here. And switch. We're going back to high planks, low planks. So again, I'm trying not to kind of wobble around. High plank into low plank, and then back up. And I'm trying to alternate the arm with which I'm pushing myself up. And I do feel that my left is worse. So now I'm using right, and oh yeah, I'm struggling. Whew, lucky. All right, bird dog. I think that's called, what it's called. So again, opposite arm, opposite leg. And of course, you can do all these things in your home. Break, if you have enough room. I don't feel I have enough room in my house or in my living room anywhere. Plus it was kind of cluttery and not picked up. So I'm doing it out here so that my neighbors have a spectacle. All right, we got 13 more seconds. Then we have our last round. All right, getting ready. Bicycle crunches. All right, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up for high plank, low plank. And I do need these big time because I'm struggling. Especially on the press up here. And if you do need a break, just like I do right now, just hold your high plank. All right, last bit. Bird dog, opposite arm and opposite leg. Really trying to reach forward and backward through your heel there, forward through the tips of your fingers here. 7 seconds. And break. Okay, that is going to be 1 minute. So it's a great time to get some water, and I'll explain our next moves. Okay, our next moves are just holding the boat position. That's from yoga, I believe. And what you're doing is you're on your sits bone, and you try to get your calves up to 90 degrees here, or parallel to the ground, arms pointing at here in front, and we're just going to hold that. Okay, so that's our first one. Second one is going to be walking planks, and I have to actually move my mat for that. So we're in a plank position, and I'm just going to take 2 steps out and 2 steps back and do that for 30 seconds. If that is too much for you, just hold your high plank. So I might go into that. I'd much rather have you just doing a static hold rather than really feeling wobbly and then injuring something. There we go. And the third one will be Superman pose. So what I'm doing is, I'm trying to just have contact here on my belly and then pelvis. And I'm just extending my arms and my legs. I'm pretending I'm Superwoman. Superman, Superwoman. Let's go with Superwoman since I'm a woman. All right, are you ready? We have 9 more little sets. And that's it, then you're done. Boat pose. This is just a quick and dirty little workout if you feel that you're struggling a little bit with core stability. I cannot overstress how important the core is. Tennis is such a one-sided sport. 5 seconds. We just got to make sure that the core can really balance all that stuff out that we're doing. All right, walking planks. Step out, 1, and coming back. And I'm trying to keep my butt low. Don't want to do this. This is not what we want. Got 10 seconds. One more time through. And then we transition into Superwoman pose. Right here. Just trying to not let chest or my thighs touch the mat. If you feel that's too easy for you, you can of course always bring your shoulders in, but that right here, holding is plenty for me. All right, and 30 seconds break. All right, this is something also that you can just fit in maybe, over lunch break. Just those little things that can get you better, even when you don't have court time. 6 more little sets, and then we're done. All right, back to boat pose. If you want to make this tougher, I can't. You can extend your legs, but I do feel that I'm not stable enough, and I just really don't want to do anything to my lower back because I feel I have to compensate. All right, 2 more seconds. Walking planks. Whoops, this is where I need to be. All right, set out, step out, just 2. 4 more seconds. 1 more. And, yep, I'm feeling that. Superwoman. "30 seconds. We're already halfway there. Three, 2, 1. And break. All right, grab some water. We're almost done. Almost done. When we're done, I'll also lead you through a few stretches that you can and probably should do after each time you step off the court. All right, let's go. Boat pose. Last 30 seconds. Yep, definitely haven't done enough of those lately because I'm feeling that I'm starting to tremble just slightly. But we got this. All right, walking planks, last time through. Step and step. 10 seconds. Really have your core engaged there. And 30 seconds. Superwoman. And then we're done. Ten seconds. And done. We're done with our exercises. Let's cool down by stretching a little bit. All right, just very simple quad stretch. All right, so I'm just holding on here to my ankle. If I have issues with balancing this, I can try to have my left arm up. For me, that feels that I have more control for whatever reason. So let's hold that a little bit more. And then switch. Okay, even though it was just a short workout, I feel like I did something because I'm already feeling my abs here. All right, adductors here. So I'm just getting with my elbows to the inside of my knees, and I'm leaning forward slightly until I feel a good stretch, and then I just hold that. And release. All right, Mr. Bug, you should probably not be here. There we go. All right, I like to do that here, sitting down. My left leg goes over my right. I'm hooking my right elbow here to my knee, and then I'm trying to look back over my left shoulder, and I feel a pretty good stretch in my tush. And switch. So now right foot over my left knee, hooking my left elbow to my right elbow, my right leg, and then I'm looking back here over my right shoulder. And release. And then the last one, just stretching my legs out here and trying to touch my toes, which thankfully I can still do. Okay, and we're done. Of course, you can continue to stretch. If you like this video, let me know in the comments, or if you had one exercise that you liked the least, also let me know in the comments. There are 7 or 8 other workout videos where I have way more tennis-specific movements, all here in front of my garage. Check those out. I will post them down in the descriptions. All right, shower time.